Huyu fan anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi naye niko engaged. Na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na Nairobi.
Mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa. Watu ni wengi.
Lakini pia nikipata mtu kaa wewe naweza bambika pia bado.
Nikuongeze niko na bibi wanne, utakuwa namba 5.
Haina shida, naweza kuwa bora tu ni vizuri.
Huyu fan anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi naye niko engaged. Na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na Nairobi.
Mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa. Watu ni wengi.
Lakini pia nikipata mtu kaa wewe naweza bambika pia bado.
Nikuongeze niko na bibi wanne, utakuwa namba 5.
Haina shida, naweza kuwa bora tu ni vizuri.
Huyu fan anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi naye niko engaged. Na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na Nairobi.
Mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa. Watu ni wengi.
Lakini pia nikipata mtu kaa wewe naweza bambika pia bado.
Nikuongeze niko na bibi wanne, utakuwa namba 5.
Haina shida, naweza kuwa bora tu ni vizuri.
Huyu fan anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi naye niko engaged. Na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na Nairobi.
Mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa. Watu ni wengi.
Lakini pia nikipata mtu kaa wewe naweza bambika pia bado.
Nikuongeze niko na bibi wanne, utakuwa namba 5.
Haina shida, naweza kuwa bora tu ni vizuri.
Huyu fan anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi naye niko engaged. Na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na Nairobi.
Mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa. Watu ni wengi.
Lakini pia nikipata mtu kaa wewe naweza bambika pia bado.
Nikuongeze niko na bibi wanne, utakuwa namba 5.
Haina shida, naweza kuwa bora tu ni vizuri.
Huyu fan anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi naye niko engaged. Na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na Nairobi.
Mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa. Watu ni wengi.
Lakini pia nikipata mtu kaa wewe naweza bambika pia bado.
Nikuongeze niko na bibi wanne, utakuwa namba 5.
Haina shida, naweza kuwa bora tu ni vizuri.
Huyu fan anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi naye niko engaged. Na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na Nairobi.
Mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa. Watu ni wengi.
Lakini pia nikipata mtu kaa wewe naweza bambika pia bado.
Nikuongeze niko na bibi wanne, utakuwa namba 5.
Haina shida, naweza kuwa bora tu ni vizuri.
Huyu fan anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi naye niko engaged. Na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na Nairobi.
Mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa. Watu ni wengi.
Lakini pia nikipata mtu kaa wewe naweza bambika pia bado.
Nikuongeze niko na bibi wanne, utakuwa namba 5.
Haina shida, naweza kuwa bora tu ni vizuri.
Huyu fan anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi naye niko engaged. Na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na Nairobi.
Mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa. Watu ni wengi.
Leo nawafunza how to
lakini pia nikipata mtu kaa wewe naweza bambika pia bado.
Ongeza kwa na bibi wanne utakuwa namba 5.
Haina shida, naweza kuwa bora tu ni vizuri.
Huyu fan anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi naye niko engaged na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na
mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa.
Online registration. So you can register on the website or download the app. Visit our website, which is ke.sportpesa.com. Click on register now and follow the instructions. The second method that you can register via online registration is through the app. For website, click on download app, install it in your phone. After you install the app, click on register and follow the instructions. Wase, kumbukeni. Niaje wase, welcome to yet another how-to video brought to you by SportPesa. Leo nawafunza how to register on our platform. The first way is via SMS. So how do you do it? You just send the word accept to 79079, and just like that, you can start playing with us. The second method you can register is via our USSD. How do you do it? Dial *790# and then follow the instructions. The third and final way that you can register is through online registration. So you can register on the website or download the app. Visit our website, which is ke.sportpesa.com. Click on register now and follow the instructions. The second method that you can register via online registration is through the app. For website, click on download app, install it in your phone. After you install the app, click on register and follow the instructions. Wase, kumbukeni, you can play with as little as 10 shillings. Na kumbuka, you can also share your bet with your friends. Mkafunga na mabeshte. Niaje wase, welcome to yet another how-to video brought to you by SportPesa. Leo nawafunza how to register on our platform. The first way is via SMS. So how do you do it? You just send the word accept to 79079, and just like that, you can start playing with us. The second method you can register is via our USSD. How do you do it? Dial *790# and then follow the instructions. The third and final way that you can register is through online registration. So you can register on the website or download the app. Visit our website, which is ke.sportpesa.com. Click on register now and follow the instructions. The second method that you can register via online registration is through the app. For website, click on download app, install it in your phone. After you install the app, click on register and follow the instructions. Wase, kumbukeni, you can play with as little as 10 shillings. Na kumbuka, you can also share your bet with your friends. Mkafunga na mabeshte. Niaje wase, welcome to yet another how-to video. Niaje wase, welcome to yet another how-to video.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi naye niko engaged na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na Nairobi.
Mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa. Watu ni wengi.
Lakini pia nikipata mtu kama wewe naweza bambika pia bado.
Nikuongeze kwa niko na bibi wanne, utakuwa namba 5.
Haina shida, naweza kuwa bora tu ni vizuri.
Huyu fan anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe, kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi naye niko engaged na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na Nairobi.
Mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa. Watu ni wengi.
Lakini pia nikipata mtu kaa wewe naweza bambika pia bado.
Nikuongeze niko na bibi wanne, utakuwa namba 5.
Haina shida, naweza kuwa bora tu ni vizuri.
Huyu fan anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe, kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi naye niko engaged na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja
to yet another how-to video brought to you by SportPesa. Leo nawafunza how to register on our platform. The first way is via SMS. So how do you do it? You just send the word accept to 79079. And just like that, you can start playing with us. The second method you can register is via our USSD. How do you do it? Dial *790# and then follow the instructions. The third and final way that you can register is through online registration. So you can register on the website or download the app. Visit our website, which is ke.sportpesa.com, click on register now and follow the instructions. The second method that you can register via online registration is through the app. Kwa website, click on download app, install it in your phone. After you install the app, click on register and follow the instructions. Wase, kumbukeni, you can play with as little as 10 shillings. Na kumbuka, you can also share your bet with your friends. Mkathunge na mabeshte. Niaje wase, welcome to yet another how.
Yeah, welcome viewer wherever you are. It's Kenya Premier League match pitting Gor Mahia FC once again against Wazito FC. And as it goes now, the teams are coming in. This match will kick off in the next 4 minutes. I will take you through the lineups, and Gor Mahia as usual be lining guard in goal. Ochoga Paula, Onyango Joshua, Ocheng Geoffrey, Philemon Otieno, Wahongo Sydney, Omondi Boniface, Alpha Onyango, Benson Omala, Luasa Peter, and George Blackberry Odhiambo. Wazito side, they will be lining up Ezekiel Owade, Otieno Vincent, Yusuf Mohammed, Dennis Owino, Okwemba Stanley, Regan Okoth, Ibrahim Ocheng, Hilary Otieno, Collins Odhiambo, Dixon Raila, and Felix Ocheng. They will be forming the 22-man squad that will be squaring and facing off today here. Live commentary on this match, streaming to you one-on-one on Gor Mahia TV. You can get in touch with us on our Facebook page. You can get in touch with us on our YouTube and as well as our website. My name is Nico Kelo. I will be with King Manuel, who will be joining me in a while. And this game is kicking off at the Moi Sports Center International Kasarani. Be with us here till the end of this game. As usual, we are promising you some very insightful commentaries in this encounter. Remember, Wazito FC, looking at their history, Wazito FC was formed in the year 2011, and Wazito FC was owned then by an Irish businessman. To date, Wazito FC are like about 12 years old in Kenya Premier League, or in the business of football in Kenya. Gor Mahia, on the other hand, being one of the oldest clubs in the region, now has over 50 years. So it's a case of a 50-year-old participant and a slightly 10-year-old participant in Wazito FC. Gor Mahia, as usual, will be led by their manager, Jonathan McKinstry, and on the other side of Wazito, we shall have Moses Nyalika, who will be taking them. Center referee Isaac Amisi will be overseeing this game today. First assistant referee will be Frederick Ochieng. Second assistant referee will be Doreen Kendi, and the fourth official is David Murioki. This is game number 14 for Gor Mahia. Wazito FC sit at position 16 in the log, just some 9 points, and they won't be doing so well this season. This game is a game that they are promising to give some serious account of themselves. Gor Mahia, on the other hand, is sitting in, on the second position, of this game. And they are just 1 point adrift of league leaders Nzoia Sugar at point 29. So welcome to this encounter. Wherever you are, we'll be taking you through the paces of this game from now till the end of it. And don't go away. Looking at these two teams, Gor Mahia have lined up the usual 4-3-3 formation, and they'll be playing from the right to the left. And Wazito FC will be playing from the left to the right. And as usual, Wazito FC have packed their midfield, like I can see, and now they have a formation here of 3-5. I think they're doing this, and now the ball has kicked off. Gor Mahia will be starting it off, and immediately the center referee spots an infringement. Center referee Isaac Amisi is also a well-versed referee in Kenya Premier League, and is umpiring this game right from here. Wazito via their goalkeeper Ezekiel Owade starts the ball, and it's in the midfield. Well, speaking about Wazito, upon climbing to Kenya Premier League, they had their coach, who is also a Kenya international, Ambani. Ambani, however, did not last for so long. At one time, there is also Kenya international coach Stanley Okumbi, who was also at one stint with this team. And therefore, it's a team that has also been handled by more experienced, more exposed tacticians. Therefore, Wazito has some good history in terms of who have managed them. Now, it's Moses Nyalika, and the ball is on the left side of the pitch, and Wazito play it back to Otieno Vincent. Otieno Vincent plays to number 19, number 18, Hilary Otieno, who is not having the ball. Geoffrey throws in the ball. The ball is now wide for, and Alpha has the ball. Alpha goes down, and it will be a free kick. Well, I can see Alpha Onyango there. Speaking about Alpha Onyango is a product of Gor Mahia youth. He's come through the ranks to become one of the most dependable midfielders in that position right from the youth stage of Gor Mahia FC. Well, the ball is put down, and it will be taken by none other than Peter Luasa. Luasa is on the ball. However, he doesn't. He takes it. Luasa takes it to Geoffrey Simiti, who is in the box. Casts the ball, but is well defended by Wazito defenders. The ball not yet settled. It's the third minute of the game, and right now we are enjoying just the third minute of this encounter. Assistant referee Freddy Kochieng flags an offside, and now Gada gets into the encounter for the first time. Well, a long one to Omala, and Omala has been judged offside. Well, just to remind you, Omala is currently the Kenya Premier League top scorer at 12 goals. Is followed by Rupia Elvis, who has 8 goals in the Kenya Premier League. And it seems this Golden Boot race, if everything remains the same, it will be pitting Omala against Elvis Rupia. The ball is with Wazito on the left wing. A good cross that comes in, and this one is taken by God. Well, the Gor Mahia defense seemed to have been relaxed in this, and Geoffrey begins the ball. Geoffrey is playing mostly on the same wing as Blackberry Odhiambo and Philemon Beach. Otieno is the captain, and the ball is there. The pass doesn't go through, and now the ball is in the midfield, and Wazito will have the ball. Collins Odhiambo goes down, has been infringed upon by Alpha, and therefore it's going to be a free kick that will be heading towards Gor Mahia side. On that ball right now is the defender, Dennis Owino. This is the ball there. Dennis Owino takes a long one that still not well cleared by Gor Mahia defense. Again, it's miscued, but the ball goes out for a throw in. Well, Wazito are based in Nyanza right now, and they train at the former Moroni Youth Grounds. That is where Wazito is. And a good one comes, but then Gad is on the alert. Gets the ball. And now starts with his captain, Philemon Otieno. Philemon Otieno is given to Simiti Geoffrey. Philemon with the ball to Gad. Gad has the ball. Back to Philemon. They're still playing around their 18-yard box. And now Alpha is right back there. Joshua Onyango will be playing on that end. And Joshua, Ochuga Paul clears his lines. Yeah, today again, if we might just remind you, is the Valentine's Day, and Gor Mahia offered ladies today free entry for this game. I believe ladies are going to be coming for this game to watch Mighty Kogalo play against Wazito. It was such an interesting kind of call when Gor Mahia took out an announcement that they'll be having ladies having to access the grounds and watch the game free of charge. So, ladies, this is a treat from Gor Mahia, and yes, it's on the left wing, a dangerous one that comes, but God is on the lookout. Seems Polo Choga is not so much on the standby today. He seems to be losing his person, and on that right, a lot seems Wazito are getting inroads from the other end. Yes, it's in the midfield, and now Alpha is doing it right in the midfield. Alpha Onyango. Onyango plays Ochuoga. Ochuoga is taken down. And now Boniface Omondi, by judge, is vying for the ball as well. Well, now, Gor Mahia are enjoying a healthy run of form right now, having played 8 games. And they've not lost any game in the 8 games. And that is a very good statistic for them right now. Boniface brings in a long one, and Omala scores. It's a goal. It's a goal for Omala. Right in the nick of time. In just under 10 minutes, Benson Omala goes on with his good goal-scoring performance. Benson Omala gives Gor Mahia their lead very early into this game. And, is again proving that is the main man for the Golden Boot in this Kenya Premier League encounter 2022-2023. Yes, Omala again is on the spot. Boniface brought a swinger from the left end, and it got Omala right in the position to head it home. Ezekiel Owade in Wazito goal could not actually do anything to that. Yes, the ball is in the midfield, and it begins again. Well, speaking about this game, Wazito really have conceded so much. This is now their 10th goal conceded, and they're running at -10 right now. Ball played back by Ochoga to Gad. Gad looks over and plays his captain on this left wing. Captain plays Wahongo Sydney. Wahongo Sydney. Alpha goes down. And the referee spots an infringement right there. Well, is Okwemba Stanley, who seems to have fouled Alpha, and the referee seems to be having a talk with him, tells him, you know, boy, just play football. Sydney Wahongo plays in the midfield. It's taken there. Omala has the ball now. Omala comes right into the midfield. Plays Simiti Joffrey. Joffrey plays to his captain. Captain Philemon changes the wing to Bajaj. Bajaj Bonfaz is not able to control that. Then Ochoga plays him again. The ball goes out now. Ochoga has the ball. Brings another swinger here. And it could be a goal here if well executed. It goes out of field of play. Well, Blackberry Odhiambo and Blackberry Odhiambo and Omala were not in communication. And again, these are basic footballing skills that you should know. You should be communicating. That ball, if at all one of them would have controlled it better, they would have given a good account of it than just giving out a goal kick. Goes out and Philemon stands out in the middle of the defense, and onto the other side is taken out by Boniface Omondi for a throw-in. Well, Regan Okoth for Wazito plays Yusuf, not Yusuf rather, but Otieno Vincent. Back to Vincent. Ball played. Received again. It's now with Mahia. Played so well for Blackberry now. Can Blackberry have this ball and do something better with it? It's with it on the right. And again, he gives out, loses the ball so casually. This is not what you expect from a player of Blackberry's caliber. He's not in a hurry, he's not under pressure. He should have done better with the ball. Taken on the other side. And now it is with Boniface again. Remember, Boniface has just given an assist, and he's having a good run. Taken by Ochoga, brought into the box, but again, is not well executed. The ball goes out for a throw-in. Already thrown to Alpha Onyango. Alpha Onyango finds Ochoga. Ochoga does a swinger, but it's blocked on that other end by Collins Odhiambo. Well, Wazito now really have to check on Bajaj. Bajaj is so speedy. The last game here against Tusker, he actually occasioned a penalty because of his pace. The temperatures here again are so high, and I know in like not so long a time the referee will be whistling for a water break. The temperatures in Nairobi right now are so high, they are doing close to 34, 35 degrees centigrade, and that's for a game of football is such a high temperature. And the ball is out now. Yeah, Kenya Premier League match number 14 for Gor Mahia. Ball thrown back to Philemon. And Philemon gives away the ball to the opponent so easily. And that shot should have been a goal by any chance. Philemon, knowing so well is the last man, takes the ball casually, plays right to the opponent. The opponent gets an opportunity to shoot. He didn't just shoot it well, but he should have scored that. Back to guard. Yes, it is at times like that that, you know, as a captain, you will be bearing the biggest blame for the team. And it's not good for a captain and somebody with his experience. Philemon is a Kenyan international who is so well versed with matters of the defense. Now Philemon plays his deputy, who is, and the ball goes there, and not really well controlled by, not really controlled by Luasa. Losa should have done better with that. goes out again for a throw-in. It's for Wazito. I was talking about Philemon. His experience is amongst the most experienced players in this squad of Gor Mahia. He's played for Harambee Stars, he's traveled, he's played tougher opponents, he's had more exposure, and therefore is supposed to be able to know how to play particular balls and at what time. That is supposed to be his hallmark at this position. Well, the ball is being tussled for in the midfield. Wazito wins it, and the referee spots an infringement taken very fast, and it is with Dennis Owino in Wazito half. Dennis Owino gives a long one that actually doesn't trouble goalkeeper Gad Matthews Otieno at all. Well, this game is played in this facility, Kasarani. Kasarani is a 60,000 capacity stadia that is in Nairobi, Kenya's capital. And Blackberry again not able to control that ball. I wonder how, I wonder why. Because it was alone. It was a good flicker of a header, but he wasn't able to control it. Taken by Wazito again. It's a throw-in for Gor Mahia, and Simiti is on the ball. Simiti, Geoffrey Ochieng Simiti finds Omala. Omala heads it, but he gets a boot on his waist. Gets a boot on his waist from a Wazito defender, Wazito Dennis Owino, really plants a boot in Omala's waist. Yes, it will be a free kick. Peter Lowassa is here and Simiti. Let's see what they will be doing with this. There is Lowassa here, Peter, the Ugandan international, who is playing for this club, Gor Mahia. Lowassa will be swinging one into the goal area. He does it so well. It comes, but then not properly executed by the Gor Mahia attack, and therefore goalkeeper Owade Ezekiel is preparing to have his goal kick. He takes it, wide for in the air, but Ochoga is there. Leaves it for his goalkeeper, Gad Matthews. Gad on the other end. Gad plays Philemon. Again to Philemon. Will he control this? Philemon, and the ball goes out. Collins Odhiambo not able to control the ball. Plays it out, and Geoffrey Simiti will be giving a throw-in. He throws a long one back to Gad in goal. Gad Matthews. Gad finds Joshua. Joshua lobs a long one to Lowassa, who doesn't really connect his pass to Bajaj Bonfaz in the midfield, and the ball is won again by Blackberry. Blackberry Odhiambo goes again. Blackberry has the ball. He wins it back, gives a cross into the goal area. Not well executed. Not well cleared though still. Geoffrey brings again a long one, but goalkeeper Owade Ezekiel is there to deal with the cross. Wazito launch a long one here, and it's now Onyango Joshua against Dixon Raila. Oh, there is a Raila playing here. Is Dixon Raila, not the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, is Dixon Raila. Wazito still holding on to the ball. A good one that comes, but finds Gad watchful in goal. Mr. Gad Matthews Otieno starts it with his captain, Mr. Philemon Mbish Otieno as well. Back to Philemon. And now Philemon will release a long one. Again, Philemon plays to an opponent. Philemon is playing so casually in this game. For Philemon, if he continues like that, then he will be gifting Wazito a very easy goal. A long one again to Omala. Omala heads that, but heads it wide. Well, Omala is a striker who is so good in the air. he scores most of goals using his head. And this is something that he was spotted doing way back as a student in Kisumu Day High School in Kisumu County. In midfield now, Wazito playing some very nice football here. Played to Felix Ochieng. Felix Ochieng in midfield tries to find Owino Vincent. Doesn't find Owino Vincent. The ball is wide for, and the referee calls for an infringement, and this is, a free kick towards Gor Mahia side. Wazito will be having this towards Gor Mahia side. Well, referee Isaac Hamisi is trying to organize the Gor Mahia wall as well to ensure that the requisite space is found for this foul. Now Wazito will take this. A long one that goes begging. It goes off target. However, it was well taken. Well, we are playing some 20 minutes of this match. It's a Kenya Premier League match pitting Gor Mahia FC and Wazito FC. Gor Mahia now as it is, before any other thing happens in this game, if all factors remains the same, now they are the top of the league right now. And this one pushes them to points 32 in 14 matches. Blackberry is on the left. Blackberry on the left, but then he piles a lot of pressure to Dennis Owino, who in return plays a corner. The first corner of the game for Gor Mahia side is a first corner for Gor Mahia now, and Peter Lwasa will be responsible for having this take right now. Peter Lwasa is there. Peter Lwasa is there. Boniface rushes for the ball, but again, it's not played. Lwasa takes a long one that goes really out. I mean, it goes out for a throw-in. Well, I was talking about Moi Sports Center Kasarani. This is an iconic facility that has seen a lot in terms of matches, actions, and call it what you want. The first time it was ever opened, it was opened in 1987 for 4th All-African Games that were hosted in Kenya. That was a big show then, and to date it remains a sporting iconic facility that is in Kenya. And as such, well, I'm joined with my colleague here, King Manuel. King Manuel, karibu sana. It's 1-0 for Gor Mahia. And the temperatures are so scorching. The sun here is so cruel. But then it's the game. And how are things? Welcome to this day today.
Thank you, Nick. Good commentary. I've been listening to you along the way. 33 degrees in Nairobi, very hot. And as you said, players have to be very cautious. Playing week in, week out at greater than 30 is a bit difficult for them. And that's why you can see probably Philemon making those mistakes in that defense. However, Gosh should not write off Wazito. Remember Wazito coming into the league, of course, earlier being sponsored by Ricardo Badoa. Now they are based in Muhoroni, probably under Adagala. Shows you that they really want to maintain their status in the Kenya Premier League. And so far, Gor leading 1-0. That goal by Benson Omala, one of the better goals that I've seen from him in the Kenya Premier League. A player coming in, a sensation in the Kenyan League. We hope that he will emulate probably Olunga or even Dennis Oliech, some of the better players who all played for Gor Mahia at some point in their career. Good save by Gad there on that long cross. Gor have to be a bit wary about those long crosses by Wazito, because they can go either way, and allowing Wazito to get back into the game is going to be disastrous for them.
Thank you, King Manuel. Yes, Gor Mahia looking sometimes very very erratic at the defense. I look at Philemon and I wonder why he's sometimes giving very easy passes and losing the ball to opponents so easily. It's Bajaj on the right side, brings a swinger that goes out. Yes, he did the one like that and Omala scored. So I think it's a script. It's something that they should have done in training for so long. And now Ezekiel Owade, the goalkeeper for Wazito, has the ball. Well, you've just spoken about Wazito. Currently based in Moroni. Moroni now is their home ground, and they're really fighting to be there. However, their position in the league, number 16, having sucked in now 10 goals in their goal difference, and just about 9 points in the league. Really, they have to really fight crazily, though they have 2 games in hand. Yes, again, dangerous at Gor Mahia goal, and that should have been a goal. Crazy. Felix Ochieng should have just shot that in goal. Again, just like we've said, the Gor Mahia defense today seems to be so sloppy. Their reaction to fast balls is very slow. I don't know whether it's because of the heat. I don't know whether it's because of the congested fixtures. I don't know whether it's just a day that is not working out for them properly, because finding good strikers would really punish them with this kind of sloppiness that is being manifested in their defense. And there, Owade nearly missed out that. The ball goes out for a throw-in, and Ochoga Paul on the left throws that ball and is again won. You know, I mean, a throw-in that goes to an opponent is again another careless kind of footballing that I don't expect from a team like Gor Mahia right now. Ochoga Paul again, he will have to redo it. Now plays Alpha. Alpha to Ochoga, back to Alpha. Back to Alpha. And Alpha again, gives the ball in the defense to Wazito. Wazito have the ball in midfield. Now they have released Okwemba, Stanley, Blackberry there, but Blackberry is not able to move because Ibrahim Ochieng has him.
And again, Nick, that back 4 of Gor is not what you're used to. Sydney Wahongo is an offensive, defensive kind of player. You've seen Philemon is not playing at the back 2 that we're used to. He's now back in the midfield, somewhere where he's not played for a long time. I remember when he played in Ushuru, he used to play there under Ken Kenyatta, but when he came to Gor, he switched to the right back, played for the national team at Harambee Stars on the right back in the Africa Cup of Nations. Right now, I think that mix of the playing unit that you have is not good for them, but they have to hold on steady. Because I know as a player, you need to be a utility. You should be able to play anywhere in that field. Remember, even when you're given a job, you're told any other duties as given as the manager. So I believe they need to be at their best footing.
Yeah, well stated. Maybe from Mark History. Mark History, who is the manager for Gor Mahia, finds a lot of potential in him when he plays on the left side. And as a captain, sometimes when you're called upon to do duty, you don't question, you just lead by example. And that is what he's doing right now. Yes, ball to Alpha. Alpha plays a long one, seeking Bajaj, and he finds him. What a cross. That's some very good football. And yes, Loasa was not in a position to really give a chase to that. Yeah, again, this backline that you've said, Mr. King, again, because people like Njiro Dennis are out of play. I don't know why. Ernest Wendo is also on the bench. And it's a makeshift kind of defense, if you ask me. I don't know what McKinstry is really trying to test here, but to me it looks very makeshift. A good ball now that is given. Who will shoot that? But again, the first ball goes in, but played out. What a shot from Bajaj. That diminutive player who is so speedy and again packs very powerful shots wins a corner for Gor Mahia. Boniface is manifesting himself as a very good winger of late.
I think he's come of age. And remember, Boniface is playing against Wazito. A team he left goal to go when Wazito were the money bags. Now he's back. And what pleasure will be for him to score against Wazito, because the way they left him off when Kimanzi joined Wazito was not in the best way. He's gone back to Gor much better. He's now playing like a younger player that we know him when he joined Gor. He really wants to now ensure that he punishes them to ensure, inflict that injury for letting him go. That's the way it's Valentine's Day. If you're left today by your girlfriend or wife, next time you meet them, you punish them by either way.
Well, speaking about the Valentine's Day today, remember Gor Mahia offered ladies free entry into the stadium because it was a Valentine treat for Gor Mahia for ladies to come and watch this game today. Bajaj, yes. It was at first it was at Agrochemicals. That is where he was spotted as a very good speedy winger, and he fumbled when the money bags came in town. And the Irishman Ricardo, everybody wanted to play for Wazito then because of the money aspect. But now again, he's home to Gor Mahia, where he loves doing what he's doing right now. And as you said, it's always sweet to score against your former team, by wanting to telling them that this is what you are missing right now. Well, the center referee, Isaac Amisi, spots an infringement and flashes out a yellow card that, goes out to Philemon. I think this infringement, some of these are things we're talking about, King, when you want to have very easy yellow cards, you are not under pressure, you're not under attack. Now Wazito play it in... Brought in now there. It should have been a goal. Wazito should have scored that. Instead, the player scored himself into the net. And it's a it's a contradiction of sorts. Now, that is now the pace that is needed there. And will he shoot now into goal? But again, that was a good attempt. Good awareness in goal. And this should be Loasa Peter. That is a very good move. Just when we were talking on what was happening on this end, was it a player scoring himself into the net and the ball goes out and it becomes actually an interesting affair that is laughable. The football sometimes can be, and this is not offside now, not offside at all. A good crossing, and this should be. King Manuel, something is not right with this defense of Gor Mahia. And if they continue this way, now Wazito are gaining confidence with every minute that is passing. They are finding inroads, they are finding spaces, they can cross in the balls, and now perhaps waiting just for a goal.
And again, Nick, Gor have to be very careful. That back line is not playing according to instruction. And that is going to be very dangerous for them. If they allow Wazito to get back into the game, then it's going to be tricky for them to win. Remember, Wazito have nothing to lose. They came into the league late. They are away from home. Gor has a lot to lose if they draw this match or even lose it. They have to go and cement at the top of the table. Remember, they want to go for their 20th championship this year, so they have to be very consistent. Tusker and Zoya are still, just within reach of that top of the table. So Gor, although they're playing a makeshift team, they have to concentrate. I think what is lacking is concentration on the final third. And then they have to convert their chances. If you don't convert the chances you get, you'll go and ruin them later in the game. So they have to be very clinical. Peter Luasa up front, Benson Omala have to play their game. They have to be on top of their game. Because if Wazito are able to nick a goal back, and then it's 1-1, it's going to be very hard for Gor to catch up and actually win the game.
Yeah, true. Again, that Gor Mahia defense today is not what we are used to knowing it of. And true, Wazito are beginning to gain confidence, and they are now getting into the box more and more in this very 32nd minute of the game. Now God has the ball there and gets Bajaj. That's a very good goalkeeper to player pass. And Ochoga should bring this, surely. He should have brought a better cross. A 45 would have done well, but not yet. Now this is now Joshua. Joshua lets his goalkeeper do it. Joshua Onyango plays Mbish. You see Philemon is playing right at the heart of the defense. And I don't think Philemon, knowing him so well as an attacking player, attack-minded player, would really fit into that. I don't know what Mankistri is looking for. I don't know what he's trying to do, whether he's resting players. I don't know if it's tactical. I don't know. I can't really tell. But it's with Bajaj.
I think Mankistri is trying to do an Arteta. I hope God doesn't play the way Arsenal played Everton and lost that game 1-0. A lot of makeshift, both in the defense, in the midfield. Remember, now is when you realize that Wendo plays very critical role for Gor in that midfield. Alpha and even Austin play a very critical role. Even Jonte as well, and Dennis Nganga in the back line for Gor. When they're not there is when you actually miss them. But I hope they'll be able to hold. And that's a goal by Omala. 13th goal in 14 games. 14 goals in 14 games for Benson Omala, Kisumu Day prodigy, a sensation in Kenyan football. And I just hope that Omala will be called to the national team when Harambee Stars plays their friendly matches with Burundi in the coming month.
Well, I don't know who the coach, Harambee Stars coach is right now. Firat, is Firat still in? Okay, maybe he's watching Omala. And Omala is really made it look, a training kind of a touch, because he only had to do one touch and then he closes in, and that is a hallmark of a finisher. So Omala has his brace in the first half. So we saw him have a hat-trick in Kisumu against Vihiga Bullets. And perhaps this would be another day when Omala will be adding to his account of goals. And Gor Mahia now showing some lethargy in defense, but again they are so little up front through that guy, Mr. Benson Ochieng Omala. That is Omala's 14th goal in 14 games. And I don't think there's any striker again in Kenya of recent times who's been matching at least a goal in every match, and Omala is opening a new frontier here in terms of goal scoring. Yes, another one there, and Omala has the ball. He should have made it 3. But then the second assistant referee, Doreen Kendi, spotted him offside. Omala was in a position he's not supposed to be, and that goal came in the 33rd minute. Referee Amisi wants the ball to be played towards Gor Mahia goal. And yes, it's done. Number 9, Felix Ochieng for Wazito, plays a good one. Again, it's Wazito. They should be shooting on this. And the referee plays on, though Wazito are claiming it should have been a penalty. Wazito are claiming a penalty on that, and that is Hilary Otieno, who actually did a good shot. Still, they look very capable of mounting a challenge. And there is a player down for Gor Mahia. 2 players for Gor Mahia. I can see Luasa Peter in the midfield, and on the defense should be Sydney Wahongo. I believe so. I can see he's collecting himself up, and the medics really will just be there to ensure that everything is right. Now, speaking about this, Omala has scored all the 14 goals for Gor Mahia. The rest of the players in the team have just scored 1 goal each.
That's why Gor had to pay that money to get him from Western Steamer. Remember, he was a sensation when playing in Kisumu and while in Kisumu Day High School. Now he has come to Gor Mahia. Had a brief stint in Norway, Scandinavian country, in the middle of that, but I think he wasn't ready. Right now, if he can go on that form, probably he will, he'll go better on that Ambani's record in the Kenya Premier League, because no player has actually scored more than 27 goals in one season. We hope that he can score more than that and actually now create a new record in the new age for Kenyan football. We love young players, seeing them play, and one day these are players we needed in Europe. Teams that are struggling with in form, Manchester United don't have a striker, Arsenal as well, Liverpool. Probably one day they can come to Kenya, get the talent, nurture them, breed them well, and a Kenyan will play in the EPL just after Victor Wanyama.
Well, speaking about Liverpool, which is my team, I'm a hardened Liverpool fan. I know right now things aren't so good, but at least I won my derby yesterday night, and it feels good. You say people like Omala should be seen by teams like Manchester United who don't have natural strikers, and Arsenal for that matter. I think people like Omala should give good account of themselves. Speaking about Fred Ambani, Ambani scored 27 goals, and Omala is now just 13 goals shy of that. 13 goals shy of that, and that would really place him in a good position. There is a yellow card that is flashed there. There's a player down there. Well, I can see the medic surrounding. Is it a player or... Yeah. McKinstry stands there. I can see the medics really working hard. Seems to have been a bad knock. Seems to have been a bad shot. And let's see if my photographer would just give me what's happening right there. And just know exactly what happened, because it happened so fast. Can see everybody else seems relaxed, meaning it's not something that is so serious even from this end. And now the game should be beginning. Amisi the referee starts the game again. And we are doing like less than 5 minutes to half time. Taken by Ibrahim Ochieng for Wazito. Ibrahim now plays his counterpart Okwemba Stanley in midfield. Okwemba there. Okwemba finds Collins Odhiambo. Collins Odhiambo back again to Yusuf Mohammed. Yusuf plays in midfield, and now they'll be searching Felix Ochieng. Felix Ochieng has the ball. Ochieng does 1-2. A good cross in that is headed out of play by Chuoga Paul. Well, I think talking about this defense today, Felix Ochieng in jersey number 9 has been tormenting Mbish and Simiti on this right wing. Again, a cross comes in, but Gad is steady to check it. Omala is sought here by Gad, but again headed out of danger. Now Blackberry Odhiambo. Blackberry Odhiambo, and again loses the ball in the midfield. With Wazito now, and Okwemba Stanley has it. Plays back to Owade Ezekiel, the goalkeeper. Ezekiel plays to Dennis Owino. Dennis Owino looks at Regan Okoth. Okoth now there, trying to find Dixon Raila. Dixon brings one, and Gad... I thought at one point Gad was giving a pass to an opponent, and this kind of casual kind of play, Gor Mahia should really avoid at all costs. Though they are leading 2-0, it's not a ticket to be lethargic, to just be careless sometimes in your position. Well, Wahongo Sydney is here, and Gad will have the ball. Mbish is in the central of the midfield. Then Joshua Onyango begins on the right-hand side. Joshua plays the ball, a long one, seeking Bajaj, who is out of position. Ball in midfield again. Bajaj wins the ball in the midfield. Boniface Bajaj still on the ball. And again, it's been infringed upon. Well, we are looking at some 2 to 3 minutes of regular play before we can see what the fourth official of this game, David Murioki, would indicate as the added minutes. This game has gone without a water break, and I thought because of these very high temperatures, King Manuel, this was an opportunity for some water break. What do you feel? Then Felix Ochieng here again with the ball. Simiti unable to contain him. Simiti with the ball in midfield. Ibrahim Ochieng, and now Gor Mahia will launch an attack here. Bajaj now releases Omala. Omala is on. Can Omala score? And he scores. It is now a hat-trick for Omala in the first half. It's a hat-trick for Omala in the first half. He evaded his marker Vincent Otieno, and again evaded Dennis, and they thought the offside trap was on. It wasn't on. Omala on a hat-trick now.
Sure play by Omala. Clinical finish by the sensation Kenyan international Benson Omala. Their third goal of the game. Hat-trick for Benson Omala in this game. And I think That was a good pass by Bajaj. Good running by Omala just to ensure that he beats the offside trap. Wazito now have dug themselves in a hole. They'll be a bit lighter. I don't know if the Wazito name will actually work for them anymore, because Wazito in the Kenyan language simply means heavy. But Omala has made light work of the Wazito team.
So definitely Wazito become wepesi. I think that should be the opposite of Wazito. Wazito become wepesi and the other way around. Well, Omala is now just 12 goals shy of Fred Ambani in Kenya Premier League records. And that is achievable by what we are seeing from this young man right now. Just 14 games, he scored 15 goals. And that's incredible statistic from a player who is showing every good sign and form right now. And again, now Wazito will be seeking to redeem at least even a goal, because it's so deep. You say they've dug themselves deep into a hole that it would be almost cumbersome to come out of. And yes, Wazito are in town anyway, but King Emmanuel says now they are wepesi. Well, there Dixon Raila on the ball for Wazito. They keep pushing on, a good cross that now finds Felix Ochieng. Felix Ochieng is giving a cross there, miscued again here by Sydney Wahongo. I mean, Sydney Wahongo shouldn't be playing in the central defense, and McKinstry is is he taking so much a risk with this kind of a lineup? Because people like Sydney Wahongo can't even deal with the last man passes. Yes, it's 2 minutes. Omala having scored in the 44th minute of this game. It's 2 minutes of the added time. And now it's a corner. This corner is taken by Hilary Otieno. Otieno takes a long one and is headed out by Onyango Joshua for Gor Mahia. Goes out for a throw. Wazito will throw the ball towards Gor Mahia goal. Remember, the scoreline as it is right now is 3-0 for Gor Mahia, and it's Benson Omala who's been on duty for all those 3 goals. A good ball given to Felix Ochieng. Felix Ochieng now plays is a counterpart in jersey 20, that is Dixon Raila, and the ball goes out of the field of play. Simiti finds his goalkeeper Gad. Gad is now under pressure. It takes one. Gad has the luxury now of even having to take one challenge or like that from his position. Yes, Simiti Joffrey, he's here. King Manuel, as we wind up the first half.
Yeah, interesting information coming in from my colleague Chalo saying Gor are doing well, leading scorers in all competitions from 22,008. Remember, Jackie Tisenge scored 64 goals. Medi Kagere scored 50 goals. Danny Serunkuma scored 45. George Odhiambo Blackberry still playing, scored 47. And then Samuel Nyango scored 34. So Benson Omala on 14, actually 15 right now, has a lot to work on to actually match the leading scorers who have ever played in that Gor front line. But he's doing well. Young player, came from Kisumu Day, has played for teams and has played for Gor right now, moving very well, and for him, it's destination Europe after this.
Yes, that marks the end of the first half, and we will be back in a while to continue this Kenya Premier League match number 14, pitting Gor Mahia against Wazito. Remember, I've been your commentator in this half together with my colleague King Manuel. I'm Nico Kelo. Please don't go away. We'll be back shortly.
Fana anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi nani kuengete na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na
mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa. Watu
The second method ya kuregister.
Lakini pia nikipata mtu kama wewe naweza bambika pia bado.
Ongeza kwa bibi wanne utakuwa namba 5.
Haina shida, naweza kuwa bora tu ni vizuri.
Huyu Fana anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi nani kuengete na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na
mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa. Watu ni
registration is through the app. Kwa website,
lakini pia nikipata mtu kama wewe naweza bambika pia bado.
Ongeza kwa bibi wanne utakuwa namba 5.
Haina shida, naweza kuwa bora tu ni vizuri.
Huyu Fana anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi nani kuengete na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na
mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa. Watu ni
leo nawafunza how to register on our
lakini pia nikipata mtu kama wewe naweza bambika pia bado.
Ongeza kwa bibi wanne utakuwa namba 5.
Haina shida, naweza kuwa bora tu ni vizuri.
Huyu Fana anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi nani kuengete na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na
mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa.
So you can register on the website or download the app. Visit our website, which is ke.sportpesa.com. Click on register now and follow the instructions. The second method that you can register via online registration is through the app. Kwa website, click on download app, install it in your phone. After you install the app, click on register and follow the instructions. Wase, kumbukeni, you can play with as little as 10 shillings. Na kumbuka, you can also share your bet with your friends. Mkafunge na mabeshte. Niaje wase, welcome to yet another how-to video brought to you by SportPesa. Leo nawafunza how to register on our platform. The first way ni via SMS. So how do you do it? You just send the word accept to 79079. And just like that, you can start playing with us. The second method ya kuregister ni via our USSD. How do you do it? Dial star 790 hash and then follow the instructions. The third and final way that you can register is through online registration. So you can register on the website or download the app. Visit our website, which is ke.sportpesa.com. Click on register now and follow the instructions. The second method that you can register via online registration is through the app. Kwa website, click on download app, install it in your phone. After you install the app, click on register and follow the instructions. Wase, kumbukeni, you can play with as little as 10 shillings. Na kumbuka, you can also share your bet with your friends. Mkafunge na mabeshte. Niaje wase, welcome to yet another how-to video brought to you by SportPesa. Leo nawafunza how to register on our platform. The first way ni via SMS. So how do you do it? You just send the word accept to 79079. And just like that, you can start playing with us. The second method ya kuregister ni via our USSD. How do you do it? Dial star 790 hash and then follow the instructions. The third and final way that you can register is through online registration. So you can register on the website or download the app. Visit our website, which is ke.sportpesa.com. Click on register now and follow the instructions. The second method that you can register via online registration is through the app. Kwa website, click on download app, install it in your phone. After you install the app, click on register and follow the instructions. Wase, kumbukeni, you can play with as little as 10 shillings. Na kumbuka, you can also share your bet with your friends. Mkathunge na mabeshte. Niaje wase, welcome to yet another how-to video brought to you by SportPesa. Leo nawafunza how to register on our platform. The first way ni via SMS. So how do you do it? You just send the word accept to 7907.
Bwana anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi naye niko engaged na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na Nairobi.
Mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa. Watu ni wengi.
Lakini pia nikipata mtu kaa wewe naweza bambika pia bado.
Nikuongeze niko na bibi wanne, utakuwa namba 5.
Haina shida, naweza kuwa bora tu ni vizuri.
Huyu fan anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi naye niko engaged na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na Nairobi.
Mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa. Watu ni wengi.
Lakini pia nikipata mtu kaa wewe naweza bambika pia bado.
Nikuongeze niko na bibi wanne, utakuwa namba 5.
Haina shida, naweza kuwa bora tu ni vizuri.
Huyu fan anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi naye niko engaged na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na Nairobi.
Mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa. Watu ni wengi.
Lakini pia nikipata mtu kaa wewe naweza bambika pia bado.
Nikuongeze niko na bibi wanne, utakuwa namba 5.
Haina shida, naweza kuwa bora tu ni vizuri.
Huyu fan anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi naye niko engaged na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na Nairobi.
Mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa. Watu ni wengi.
Welcome to yet another how-to video.
Lakini pia nikipata mtu kaa wewe naweza bambika pia bado.
Nikuongeze niko na bibi wanne, utakuwa namba 5.
Haina shida, naweza kuwa bora tu ni vizuri.
Huyu fan anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi naye niko engaged na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na Nairobi.
Mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa. Watu ni wengi.
The third and final way that you can register is through online.
Lakini pia nikipata mtu kaa wewe naweza bambika pia bado.
Nikuongeze niko na bibi wanne, utakuwa namba 5.
Haina shida, naweza kuwa bora tu ni vizuri.
Huyu fan anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi naye niko engaged na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na Nairobi.
Mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa. Watu ni wengi.
Wase, kumbukeni, you can play with as little as 10 shillings.
Lakini pia nikipata mtu kaa wewe naweza bambika pia bado.
Nikuongeze niko na bibi wanne, utakuwa namba 5.
Haina shida, naweza kuwa bora tu ni vizuri.
Huyu fan anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi naye niko engaged na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na
Mimi
Nairobi.
naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa. Watu ni wengi.
And just like that, you can start playing with us. The second method.
Lakini pia nikipata mtu kaa wewe naweza bambika pia bado.
Nikuongeze niko na bibi wanne, utakuwa namba 5.
Haina shida, naweza kuwa bora tu ni vizuri.
Huyu fan anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe.
1, 2, 1, 2. Well, viewer, wherever you are, we want to be very sorry for that technical hitch. It was not on our side though. It was matters to the Kenya Power and Lighting. Well, we are back anyway. We are back, and we are doing the 58th minute of the game. The score still stand at 3-0 for Gor Mahia, and Bajaj Boniface has been fouled. It will be a goal kick towards Wazito FC goal area. A good one has been taken, headed by Joshua, but it's well taken care of by Ezekiel Owade. So we go on, and well, we will apologize for that like 10 or so minutes that we were off air. It was something that was well beyond us, not even the technical team. But we are now right back. Apologies for that, and the game goes on. Remember, it's still me, Nick Okelo, and King Manuel. King Manuel, we are just in the second half. No changes so far have been made by the teams. All the managers are still holding on to their teams that began the game, and we are heading to minute number 60 of the game. What's your take about this now? What should Wazito do?
Yeah, both teams coming in the second half with a bit of urgency. Wazito need the game much more. I think they played pretty well in those first 15 minutes of the second half, but they need to be a bit clinical, give a lot of pressure to that backline of Gor, because they seem not to be holding very well despite them having a 3-0 lead. Gor has to continue dominating that midfield. If you want to win any game, remember, the better defense you play, the easier for you to actually control the game. Get more possession, then you can win the match. So Wazito, on the contrary, have to push much more. Remember, when they push up, then they'll create opening in their back line, which Gor can exploit. So Blackberry on that, missing that corner kick for Gor. And Nick, as I told you, if Wazito will push up, then they'll create a vacuum on their back line, which Gor can exploit. So it's a catch-22 for them. Either they defend, which they can't, they have to attack. But remember, they have to attack early and recover on time.
Well, it's a corner that was a good run by Blackberry Odhiambo on the left wing, but again, it went out for a corner. Boniface will be taking that corner, and this is the second corner of this half. Wazito are executing a change here. I can see we'll be having Antonio Odhiambo coming in for Felix Ochieng, and we'll have jersey 31 Clinton Okoth, who will be coming in for jersey number 20 Dixon Raila. So Raila and Felix goes out, and then we have Clinton Okoth on in jersey number 31, and then we have Anthony Odhiambo jersey number 6. Then we now head straight to the to the action, where a corner is supposed to be executed by Boniface Bajaj, but I can see a player limping off. Omala has limped off the field of play, and a corner comes in here, punched out by Ezekiel Owade. The goalkeeper is vying again for it, but as you know, any touch on a goalkeeper in a field of play, that becomes a foul. Omala is down there and is receiving medication from the team doctor Fred. I don't know what happened because I only saw him limping out. Perhaps somebody stepped on his toe. You never know. In this field of play, a lot of things happen sometimes that go unnoticed. And perhaps Omala is a casualty of some things like that. Yes, it is now Wazito launching the game. And on this left side, it's played Ibrahim Ochieng in the heart of the defense, as played on the other side, Otieno Vincent. Vincent back to Owade. Owade will play with Okwemba Stanley on the left. Okwemba will be seeking his captain, who is none other than Yusuf Mohammed. The ball is on the right wing. Wazito now will lob a good one. That's a fine one. That should be a goal. It should actually be a goal. I'm wondering why that's not a goal. crazy. This is play from Collins Odhiambo. I mean, why did Collins Odhiambo score that? He had the goalkeeper with him. He seemed not to be knowing what to do with the ball. And again, Gadi came out, missed the timing, and it was a perfect time for him to really make the change. At the same time, I can see Austin and Macharia preparing to come in. Gor Mahia preparing a change here, which means more and more attack, because Austin is an attacking midfielder and Macharia is a winger. So chances are here that McKinstry still wants more goals. He wants to really torment the defense of Wazito. Ochoga on the ball. Ochoga finds his goalkeeper, Gad Otieno Matthew. Gad finds Bajaj, who is not able to head. You know, Bajaj is a short player. Any balls that actually high-flying balls are so disadvantageous to him. But, well, when it's put down and is supposed to be raced upon, then Bajaj is on point for that. Throw into Wazito. Headed out for a throw-in again towards Gor Mahia goal. Omala is back in the field of play, but he seems to be limping. I can see Omala still limping. He doesn't look to be fine, even the way he's walking. And then Blackberry comes out for Austin, and Macharia will be replacing Macharia will be coming in for jersey number 27, that is Bajaj himself. Today he's been rested early, so we won't be seeing those runs in the second half. And well, like I said, Omala seems to be limping still, and as the only talisman that you have in your team, it should be worrying the coach so much, because without Omala up front, then this team really will be struggling to score goals. Macharia already in action now. An exciting dribbler of the ball. He finds Ochoga. Ochoga brings in a good one that is defended well out for a corner. Well, Macharia is known for this kind of runs, but not a goal scorer.
Nick, these are the games that Macharia will always flourish. He likes holding on to the ball, dribbling past players. Final third might not be very good, but he brings in that composure that is needed in every game. What I'm liking today, Gor 2 and 3 are moving a bit higher than what we saw in the last game against Tusker, which is always a good thing, because you need as many of your players to go on the ball up front there, then they can get a lot of goals. Remember, the league is so tight, so at some point it will come to goal difference. Gor has to take the advantage. If you get a weak team, a weaker than you like Wazito, score as much goals. Ingwe taught us a lesson last week. They got Talanta, who probably had not been paid for a year or so, as their coach had said, hit them on 6. Gor today have to try and score as much as they can, because at the end of the day, goal difference will always count in a very tight league.
Well, speaking about Talanta, the coach said...
and take the time and look at the goal, just throw the ball home. Don't use a lot of energy, because at times you don't need to use a lot of energy. Place the ball and you get the goal. That is the difference between the two players, but all of them, funny enough, play for the same team.
Well, King Manuel, some nice analysis there about the two players. I think Kavuchi is still a work in progress. Hopefully it will get there. Now the ball is with Alpha Onyango. Alpha Onyango goes down. He's not able to control the ball in midfield. It's now again with Wazito. Wazito have their number 27, Ibrahim Ochieng, doing the job, and, well, an infringement spotted in the midfield. Yeah, speaking about Kavuchi, Lloyd Kavuchi was in a Gor Mahia youth and is on as a good forward, as not a striker really one-on-one, but as a winger. So Simiti goes for the ball on the other end, but then plays it out for a throw-in. Simiti Geoffrey, another one who is so consistent in this team. The referee now whistles that for offside. Gor Mahia will have a chance to take on this, But the game has seriously slowed down. I don't see Wazito chasing for at least a redemption here, even if it's a goal. Gor as well seems to be contented with this 3-0 and they want just to now manage the game.
This game reminds me of yesterday's game between Sampdoria and Inter, a game that was touted to be on fire. First half, both teams were playing very well, but in the second half, it was a walking pace. You know, game ended 0-0. Nobody could believe that Inter would have let that chance to go near to AC Milan in the Italian Serie A slip. Now, both teams here, Gor and Wazito, are not playing to the best of their ability. Probably fatigue setting in. You remember they played back-to-back, week in, week out, every Wednesday, and the games are going to get thicker. They're going to come fast after this because remember, cup competition by the FKF Federation as well coming. So both teams have to ensure that they maintain their fitness of their players, and that's why you've seen Gor having a lot of changes. Wazito could complain that they've gone over 500 kilometers to reach the capital city of Nairobi. A bit colder where they are in Moroni. They've come back here, come to Nairobi. It's hotter, 33, 34 degrees centigrade, but they've given a good show for themselves in the second half, holding their own, not to allow Gor to score another goal.
Well, nice. It's Ochuga now, Paul, and he plays Joshua. Joshua again here plays Ocheng. Ocheng looks onto that end, and the ball is now with Austin. Austin fails to control that. It was such a good pass in the midfield. Now, again, with Regan Okoth for Wazito. Wazito still have the ball in midfield. They are passing it well. Wazito still on the ball. Captain Yusuf. But Macharia seems to be dealing with him on this other wing. Well, again, if you look at the games Gor Mahia is meant to be playing in the next two games, playing against the disciplined forces, that is KDF over the weekend, and you know, it will be a competition of KDFs. There's Kogalo Defense Force and then there's the Kenya Defense Force. So they call it a derby of forces. A derby of forces there. The ball goes to guard in Gor Mahia's goal. Derby of forces. Ulinzi actually right now sitting in number 7, I think, in the log. Not so much in form, but Kenya Police is a hard nut to crack.
Kenya Police, I told you last week, they're called Police Saint-Germain. They have all the players, former international, Kenya international, players who played for big teams locally. They played for big teams out of the country. You have Rupia, you have Kahata, you have Miheso. All those are household names, players that anyone would need in their lineup. But what I'm liking about the Gor team, they've gelled over a period of time. Came from the youth. Nobody was sure that this team can hold itself in this new year. They're proving that no age is nothing but a number. Now they have they've played 14 games together. They're getting better like wine. And that is the difference between now Gor and Police. Police, of course, are going to come with, with all the paraphernalia, all the servicemen who are available, not on duty, will actually come and fill the stadia. But when it comes to the battle of the forces, Kogalo Defense Force and the National Police Service, the winner can only be one. And your guess is as good as mine. I won't say it on air. I don't want to be called biased. But on that day, we'll be here with you. And I'm sure everybody watching us will want to see that game. And we'll be here live next week to give you that game between the two big teams in the Kenya Premier League.
Well, they are called Police Saint-Germain. That is PSG, the Kenyan PSG, Police Saint-Germain. King Manuel, that's very funny. Only because Wakina Kahata, Wakina Nani are there. Yeah, Musa Mohammed. I mean, is like the former Gor Mahia team playing there. I mean, the present Gor Mahia team will be meeting the former Gor Mahia team because Musa Mohammed was a captain here. Shakava was a captain here. We have Kahata, we have Miheso, we have, just name them. And it's going to be an interesting time to really watch. Now they break down on the left, and I can see that is Regan. Regan then takes a weird kind of cross off target. And indeed, this one points at a team that really might not make serious statement on this game, or in this game rather. We are doing we have like another 10 minutes to go. The second half has not been with so much firepower, and the teams have been rather too slow. And seems Wazito are planning to do a change here. I can see the Gor Mahia coach in the technical area shouting instructions to his team, and he seems to be okay with what is happening right now. It's gonna be, if it remains the same, it's 3 points for him and 3 points, 3 goals and 3 points for him, and that would be okay. Uchuga to Masharia. Masharia finds Sydney, and that's an handball. That's if it's a VR should have actually shown that to be a handball. But then the referee has the last say. They say the referee has the last say in these games. But from where we sit, I would really spot a position of a penalty, because the player went down swinging with his hands not in natural position, and that by law counts for a penalty. And in the absence of Omala, I don't know who would be taking penalties for Gor Mahia again.
I think Masharia would take it. Fleet-footed left player. But that should have been a penalty for Gor Mahia. That hand clearly was out of position, out of the natural position next to the body. And the rules are very clear. I hope one day, and I'm sitting next to Keke, and you know, I want him to tell us that one day we will have VR in Kenya. We hope that VR will not be used in the Mashemeji Derby, because I don't know which team will allow a penalty to be taken after going through the video referee. But it will be exciting for teams in Africa, you know, just to enjoy what is happening in Europe. You know, when you go Europe, things are very sophisticated, and you know, referees there, you know, and the line of duty, they actually take due care. Gord there, Austin with the ball, giving a cross, and that poor cross by Austin. Again, Austin not playing to the capability we know him. You know, he was a good player when he played for Ingwe a few years back before crossing over to Gor Mahia. But he landed here, and probably the money was just good enough for him, not working too hard.
Yeah, that's now an open secret here. And I think Gor Mahia must have been told to just slow down the game now and ensure they don't concede. They ensure they have the control of the game at any given time. Yes, you've spoken about the video assistant referee, the VAR, that perhaps would come here at one time. And we have with us here Ken Okaka. Ken Okaka from the Federation is a guy who can tell us whether we'll be having VAR anytime soon. Ken Okaka, what do you make of this? Oh, he says he will talk later about that. But then I think it's something that an infringement has been spotted now. Kavushi goes down there. This is about 25 yards of the goal area, and now it needs somebody who perhaps can be clinical in this. I remember Francis Kahata, Mwana wa Wanjiro, was a perfect taker of this kind of balls. Let's see what happens. I can therefore now see Masharia lining up there. I can see Wahongo Sydney lining up there. And it seems everywhere 4 players to 5 players on the Gor Mahia side are on this. Let's see how they execute this foul. Perhaps they have a plan. Sydney goes out. Masharia remains here. I can see that's out. Again, Austin Odhiambo, like you said, is not having a good match today. Austin Odhiambo not having a good match today. The goalkeeper now plays to Okwemba Stanley. Okwemba Stanley back to goalkeeper Owade. Owade plays Dennis Owino. Owino plays a long one into the midfield. Taken by Wazito again. Peter Luasa trying to vie for the ball, not able. Wazito still controlling this ball in the midfield. Again to Owino. Owino to Owade. Owade here plays to his central defender, and back to Owino. Owino finds Ibrahim Ochieng. Ibrahim Ochieng is not able to control that, and the ball goes out for a throw-in, I think. on this other end, I can see Gor Mahia lining up to make a change again. This is none other than Oudu Peter. Peter Oudu will be coming in now. I can see he's being prepared for the last 5 minutes of the game. Oudu will be here. And now Wazito play it out, but Macharia intervenes.
And Nick, even as we wrap up the game, I think there are a few guys I need to pick up on the YouTube page. Winnie Otieno, Sigola Nyakwa, Evans Olwoko, Charles Lowiti, and then we have Bonnie K. Ochieng, Tom Buana, we can see you there as well. We have Oscar Ogweno, Dao Obsco, and many guys who are watching on the YouTube page and also giving us on the live chat. Charles Chalo as well, I can see you there. Thank you for being with us for this game. Many more to come, even as we continue showing you Gor Mahia games live on Gor Mahia TV.
Well, King Manuela, we big up them who are on live chat with us now. If you are watching this game right now, Alpha Onyango is going out and Oudu Peter will be coming in. Yeah, it's time that if you're watching us live, it's time now to just hit the subscribe buttons. Hit the subscribe button. I can see again there is Ford Gueda is locked. Samuel Otieno says congratulations Gor Mahia. Winnie Atieno says Winnie Atieno, not Otieno, please. Winnie corrects you, King Manuel. David Olo Kogalo Sirikal watching from Nyali Mombasa, Kevo Wodadori, and then Amos Ogola is also watching. Victor Owino watching as well. We have Winnie Atieno, congratulations Gor Mahia, proud of you guys. And then Nakisho Frida also say Gor wameamua. Indeed, real achievement requires tenacity. Thank you very much. Rosa Tieno, congratulations to my team. Martin Mahia, and then Dao Obsco says perfect. Collins Konyango, Tom Mitna, which says he loves it in Doluo. And we have Philip Miawa, this is a journalist. Philip Miawa, a fellow journalist, we worked with him at Lolwe TV and is now with Mayenga FM. Big up, man. And I can see also Electron Nyawalo, just hit the subscribe button there on this YouTube channel so that we keep giving you updates anytime they come. Just hit the subscribe button now and we go on. Wycliffe Okinyi, congratulations Kogalo Sirikal, watching live from Gatundu. This is Peter Kush from Gatundu all the way. And then Richard Tamaro from Hub Karen, the Hub. Thank you very much. And Nick, good job. This is Kennedy Pedo. Thank you for congratulating us in this good job. John Karuru, Kazi Ipo, Celestino Kumu, good work Kogalo. Yes, back in the field of play, it's Macharia John who is infringed upon, and now the referee points at a foul. Joshua Nyamondo, admin, mnaonyesha game ya Gor na Ulinzi. Okay, this game of Gor and Ulinzi, we have to seek permission from Ulinzi because it's their game. We only have audacity about our games, but when you are playing against the rest, but be sure you will watch the game on this YouTube channel and on Gor TV. So just keep it locked here. Just hit the subscribe button. Just keep hitting it, subscribe. So for any notification, for any updates, you will be the first person to get it live here on Gor Mahia TV. Yes, it's Mashari again. Mashari now finds Kavuchi. Kavuchi would launch something here. Kavuchi dances and shoots. It's a corner. It's a corner. Dances so well. Is a lanky player. Is tall. Yeah. And now Masharia goes to execute the corner. We are doing just like the next 2 or 3 minutes of the regular time, and we would be closing. Lucas Juma as well. Nice game of Gor Mahia. And George Mitmaratari from Eldoret, he says, and it's a goal. And it's a goal. Now John scores. It's 4-0. It's 4-0. Masharia gives a very nice corner that John takes that and it's a nice header. Wazito will have to collect another goal here. It's now 4-0 for Gor Mahia. And even without Omala, they can still get goals.
It reminds me of one thing. One guy on social media called Gibson Older says Wazito came to Nairobi for nothing. Gor Mahia 4, Wazito 0. And what a game by Gor. Now they've cemented their place in the top of the table. I think one of the biggest victory, if it's going to stay that way, by Gor Mahia. Congratulations. And Jonte coming in very solid in that midfield. A good player, I think a player of stature. And we want to see more of him and more attack by Gor, even as the game comes to an end.
Well, a goal that actually is coming at the very end of the second half and makes it 4-0 for Gor Mahia. And that's another resounding victory. As it is right now, Wazito might not do so much. They are playing to run down the clock and ensure that the game ends as it is. And that's fantastic from the Gor Mahia side. Gerald Ogutu, wapesi wamejua hao sio Wazito. Okay, Wazito wamejua hao ni wepesi. Thank you, Gerald. And Odhiambo Elvins, Kogalo, it's true, Mahia spirit is still alive. Thank you very much. And then we have Gimo Production. He Wazito. I mean, they're coming fast and furious, you know. These comments are now running, fast and furious. Boni Kochieng, well done, boys. Thank you, Boni Kochieng. This is an ardent Gor Mahia fan and an Arsenal fan who is enjoying this game from this end. Another goal there. Kavuchi now takes on the defenders. Lloyd Kavuchi has the ball but goes out for a corner. Again, Kavuchi doesn't have the very fast his feet sluggish and really doesn't bring in what we want. A short corner has been taken now. Macharia John again. Macharia John again shoots but goes way off. Collins Konyango, hii imeenda. Collins Konyango says hii imeenda. And then Lucas Juma, hii ligi ni ya Gor, hii imeenda. Ford Gwede, the husband of teams. You know, Gor Mahia is called Chuor Timbe in Dholuo, and Chuor Timbe is actually the husband of teams, which means Gor Mahia marries all the teams in the league, and now it remains Chuor Timbe, as they call it, as they call the team. So Chuor Timbe all the way. Play to Geoffrey Ochieng Simiti. Simiti now releases the ball to Gad. Gad has not conceded in as many games, and Gor Mahia have conceded only 5 goals so far in this league. And it's not a bad statistic, if you ask me, for a team that is vying for the league. I think it's good. The other team that has conceded less goals is the Kenya Police. And now a ball has been lobbed there, but runs out of play. Yes, King.
Ingwe as well. Levis Opio from Ingwe, the goalkeeper, is now competing with Gad and the Kenya Police goalkeeper on the most clean sheets in the Kenya Premier League. So we'd want to see if either Gor or Ingwe can take the golden gloves by the end of the season, and then we hope Omala will be back fit to take the golden boot. What a resounding league it will be, back to the 2 traditional teams, Gor and Ingwe, doing in the league. Remember, it's like Yanga and Simba in Tanzania in form. Nobody should come in between the 2 teams.
Yeah, it's great. Actually, Gad is enjoying some good form as well. He's not been conceding goals. And the ball is with Wazito now. Wazito play their number 6. They'll be releasing their player, but the ball goes out of play. Yes, as we roll down the minutes, the 4th official and a sub is coming. I mean, a sub coming at this hour. Why would a sub come at this minute, really, when the game is ended? Perhaps it's an injury or something like that. We are looking at the league right now, and guys are sending in even more chats. Yeah, it's now Vincent Mbogo says calf material. Rosa Tieno, congratulations, Kogalo. Owiti Charles, Valentine Day, well made. Mayengo Piny. You know, Gor Mahia, they call it Mayengo Piny. And it shakes the world. And that's a translation from the Luo dialect. Then we have Paul Otieno. Subs are also used for time-wasting tactics. I don't know who is wasting. Okay, Nick seems to be giving us this. Thank you very much. Kevo Wodadori, good production. Thank you. Yanga SC. I don't know why somebody is mentioning Yanga here. But talking about Yanga and Simba, they've not given a good account of themselves right now in the CAF Continental tournaments. What do you think about it?
I think CAF Continental Championships are only waiting for Gor. And even as we talk about that, the referee of the day calls it a day. Gor, having played their heart out, 4-0 winners against Wazito, all the way from Muhoroni, coming into Nairobi. And I know Adagala is not a happy man. Adagala should be complaining about the game. And actually, I'm seeing the teams coming together and shaking hands. What a good spirit of the game, Nick. I think it has been absolutely fantastic. A good afternoon, and thank you all who have been watching. I'm sure we'll be able to catch up with you even as the games keep on going on. I return it back to Nick to close it for the day.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I can see Tom Bwana, Nick, Wabiro Goi, Duncan Onyango. Yes, it's the end of it all at the Moi Sports International Kasarani. We have been watching a game against Gor Mahia and Wazito FC. This game has ended in 4-0. Omala scoring a hat-trick. I can see Omala limping and doesn't look good for him. And then we also have Jonte, who was added the 4th goal. We'll be here again to do the same. And please just hit the subscribe button to always get the notifications right here. Yes, Gor Mahia goes to 33 points in the league. And now with a game in hand. Yes, they say sometimes when Gor Mahia sits there, it's a problem to dethrone them. Let's see how it pans out. From me and the crew in Kasarani, my co-commentator, King Manuel, we say thank you very much for having been with us here. For all the live chats that have come here, thank you very much, and we honor you, we celebrate you always. We are going out for the end of time, the post-match interview. So keep it here. It's been nice being with you. From Gor TV, I've been your commentator, Nick Okelo. Till we meet again, thank you very much.
Niaje wase, welcome to yet another how-to video brought to you by SportPesa. Leo nawafunza how to register on our platform. The first way is via SMS. So how do you do it? You just send the word accept to 79079. And just like that, you can start playing with us. The second method you can register is via our USSD. How do you do it? Dial *790# and then follow the instructions. The third and final way that you can register is through online registration. So you can register on the website or download the app. Visit our website, which is ke.sportpesa.com, click on register now and follow the instructions. The second method that you can register via online registration is through the app. Kwa website, click on download app, install it in your phone. After you install the app, click on register and follow the instructions. Wase, kumbukeni, you can play with as little as 10 shillings. Na kumbuka, you can also share your bet with your friends. Mkafunga na mabeshte. Niaje wase, welcome to yet another.
Huyu fan anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi naye niko engaged na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na Nairobi.
Mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa. Watu ni wengi.
Lakini pia nikipata mtu kaa wewe naweza bambika pia bado.
Nikuongeze kwa niko na bibi wanne, utakuwa namba 5.
Haina shida, naweza kuwa bora tu ni vizuri.
Huyu fan anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi naye niko engaged na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na Nairobi.
Mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa. Watu ni wengi.
Lakini pia nikipata mtu kaa wewe.
Niaje wase, welcome to yet another how-to video brought to you by SportPesa. Leo nawafunza how to register on our platform. The first way is via SMS. So how do you do it? You just send the word accept to 79079. And just like that, you can start playing with us. The second method you can register is via our USSD. How do you do it? Dial *790# and then follow the instructions. The third and final way that you can register is through online registration. So you can register on the website or download the app. Visit our website, which is ke.sportpesa.com, click on register now and follow the instructions. The second method that you can register via online registration is through the app. Kwa website, click on download app, install it in your phone. After you install the app, click on register and follow the instructions. Wase, kumbukeni, you can play with as little as 10 shillings. Na kumbuka, you can also share your bet with your friends. Mkafunge na mabeshte. Niaje wase, welcome to yet another how-to video. Niaje wase, welcome to yet another how-to video brought to you by SportPesa. Leo nawafunza how to register on our platform. The first way is via SMS. So how do you do it? You just send the word accept to 79079. And just like that, you can start playing with us. The second method you can register is via our USSD. How do you do it? Dial *790# and then follow the instructions. The third and final way that you can register is through online registration. So you can register on the website or download the app. Visit our website, which is ke.sportpesa.com, click on register now and follow the instructions. The second method that you can register
anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi naye niko engaged na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na Nairobi.
Mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa. Watu ni wengi.
You can also share your bet with your friends. Mkafunge na mabeshte.
Lakini pia nikipata mtu kaa wewe naweza bambika pia bado.
Nikuongeze kwa niko na bibi wanne, utakuwa namba 5.
Haina shida, naweza kuwa bora tu ni vizuri.
Huyu fan anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi naye niko engaged na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na Nairobi.
Mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa. Watu ni wengi.
Our USSD. How do you do it? Dial *790#.
Lakini pia nikipata mtu kaa wewe naweza bambika pia bado.
Nikuongeze kwa na bibi wanne utakuwa namba 5.
Haina shida, naweza kuwa bora tu ni vizuri.
Huyu fan anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi naye niko engaged. Na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na
Mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa.
Click on download app, install it in your phone. After you install the
Lakini
app,
pia nikipata mtu kama wewe naweza bambika
follow the
pia bado.
Nikuongeze kwa na bibi wanne utakuwa namba 5.
Haina shida, naweza kuwa bora tu ni vizuri.
Huyu fan anasema amekaa kutafuta mtu. Sijui kama umeoa.
Nimeamua hii 2023 tukifunga at least nipate bwana, at least niolewe. Kwa sababu tumekuja kusupport.
Mimi naye niko engaged. Na niko na bibi wawili, moja ako Bondo, moja ako na
Mimi naishi Utawala.
Na kuambia tu utaolewa.
The first way ni via SMS. So how do you
Lakini
do
pia
it?
nikipata mtu
Just
kama
send
wewe
the
naweza
WhatsApp
bambika pia bado.
7907.
Nikuongeze kwa na bibi wanne utakuwa namba 5.